I'm with Sean Michael Paul here in Cornwall, Ontario. Sean, you're about to have your new album release party.
Yeah, tonight, June 22nd, here at Orangutans, Cornwall. And if you didn't show up, times are tough. It's gonna be a good party. It's gonna be a good night off the hook.
So, how long did you work on the album?
Wow, it's been 3 years in the making. 3 years in the making, I would have to say. For the recording process, some of the songs I've had the guts to for a long time now. The 3 years of recording, I spent a lot of time learning how to master and mix myself. Actually, mix myself. I gotta give a shout out to Davey from JV Entertainment to help me. Plug.
Did you write all your songs?
Oh, every single one of them. Yeah, even helped with some of the production. For the most part, the instrumentals are done from other people. But
why is it that the only real music scene in Cornwall is hip-hop and rap? There's no real country scene, there's no rock scene, a lot of, it's...
I'd have to say, it's the easiest thing to do.
Okay.
When you start a rock band, you need a drummer, a bassist, a guitarist. When you have a jazz band, you need someone to play brass, and so on and so forth. But hip-hop, everybody's a producer. The music itself is so easy. So there's a sea on the internet of options for instrumentals, and it's the only kind of genre where people can take other people's music and kind of ride over it, and then it's kind of okay. So it's easy to do in that sense, and there's a lot of people that it's very popular, it's very trendy.
But there's a whole culture, zeitgeist to this whole scene here, and it's really weird because we're not really urban in Cornwall. I mean, we have one concentrated section, in the East End, but I mean...
I think a lot of Cornwall thinks they're urban, but it's not just about urban, it's also about like expressing hardship. And I mean, you don't have to live in a poverty-based urban area for you to express kind of a bad upbringing, or it's basically rhymes and poetry conveying what you went through. If you're a good rapper, to me, a good rapper is someone that's gonna like actually tell you their story. If you can tell me your story and it's interesting enough, I'll listen.
Okay, so now we'll go to a cliched question. Who are your influences? Who turned you on to rap? Who I know everybody downloads now and steals music, but who is the last person you actually paid music to grab their tunes?
I pay for most of my stuff. I'm not going to lie and sit here and say I pay for all. But I recently purchased J. Cole's album, Born Sinner, which was amazing. Plug that, get that. If you haven't listened to it, get out there and listen to it. That guy's amazing. And who started me off, he's actually walking by right now. It's my best friend / brother, Dan Levier, man. I was a punk rocker, skateboarder, never cared for rap. The only rap I wore my pants backwards in grade 7 because Crisscross was awesome, but that was about it. Beastie Boys were kind of cool, but hip hop.
How's that work for like the zipper?
It's very, very, very different.
Okay.
Pull your pants down.
Gotcha.
But yeah, hip hop, I was converted. And it wasn't. He didn't have to like force it upon me. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was natural. I felt it, A lot of hip-hop, they talk about pain and struggle, and I have somewhat of it. You'll hear in the album, if you listen to it, which I hope you do, you'll hear a lot of like pain and struggle in my upbringing. And
now, a lot of the non-hip-hop rap people in Cornwall that play music whine that there's no support from the community, the bars don't advertise, no one wants to pay any money. What's that like in your culture?
It's weird, it's hit and miss. I've been a pretty cool promoter as well in Cornwall, and I've brought down some really big names. Like Eminem just signed Slaughterhouse, and right while he was in the midst of doing that, I brought them to Cornwall, and they had a show here in Cornwall. I don't know why, maybe it's because I'm so passionate about hip-hop and I want the city to have, and it's not just me. I mean, you got my homie Davey from JV Entertainment who's brought down some people, and you also have Grey Matter who's been doing this for a while, and there's a lot of kids coming up right now too that are doing really well for the scene. And I don't know, I think it's because it's so powerful, it's so trendy, it's so out there, and I don't know, there's more numbers, I guess.
Hey, bling and hip-hop and rap, what is the deal with that?
Shake my head.
Shake your...
It's basically, whether it's fake or real, or people just want to shine. It's like a metaphor for shining. It's like, I look fresh. Oh, yo.
It's like strutting.
It's flossing. The urban synonymous word for strutting your stuff would be to floss.
Okay.
You're flossing. And it's based, I've toned it down too. I used to have all kinds of soul rings, and it's not my thing anymore, but it's basically you're saying like, I'm worth this much.
Is rap and hip hop a young people's music? Do you see a lot of over 40 types getting their beat on?
Yeah, of course. If not like 20 years ago, but if 20 years ago you were a part of the hip hop scene and you're 40 now, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like my cousin, he still does it professionally, and like he's like my age now.
Yeah, because hip hop isn't unlike any other genre out there. It is the most intricate and smart whenever it comes to lyrics. It's very it's the way hip hop presents itself to you. It's like you have to write a lot for a hip hop song, and in order for it to be a good one, you have to have it full of metaphors and similes and all kinds of double entendres. And it shouldn't you shouldn't be able to listen to a hip hop song and get it the first time. You should be able to go back and have a lot of replay value.
And it can be very confrontational, and you guys challenge each other and smack the crap out of each other.
If you want to check me out, I've had a lot of hip hop battles. Go and check out SMP KOTD. I've battled a lot, and yeah, it gets really confrontational. It's almost like UFC, except you're doing it with words. It's more of a battle of wits, and it's fun. It's fun. It's a sport. To me, it's a sport. It's a way of life. It's what I love to do. I bleed it. I love hip hop.
Talk about the album a little bit, because we're almost running out of time here.
Yeah.
It's 3 years is an awful long time to write an album, and I mean it's a big chunk of your life. You know, people's lives change. They're not sharing. They're being greedy. So what's the deal on what was your journey in this album?
The actual so many personalities. What most people don't understand and don't know is it's a trilogy. This one's called Lawyer Fees for obvious reasons. And
Lawyer Fees.
Yeah, I ran into some trouble with the law that I'm currently dealing with, unfortunately.
I mean, lawyers aren't your best friend?
Oh, they are, but they also want to bleed me for everything that you have. No, but 3 years in the making. You're getting 13 tracks of about 40 tracks. I've still got 20 of them left, and I'll be releasing my second one, So Many Personalities Volume 2, in December, and then the other one next summer. And the reason it took so long is because I just wasn't happy with the quality of the music. The lyrics and the delivery needed a little bit of work, but the quality of the recordings, and now that I've got the quality of the recordings on point, I do everything out of my own house. It's really expensive to pay for someone else to do it, so that's why it took so long. But whenever it comes to the actual recording, yeah, it's all done.
Is there a message? Is there a theme?
It's my life. It's basically my life. I have songs about my screwed up childhood. I have songs about encouraging people not to do drugs. I've got songs about partying. I've got songs making fun of people that party. It's So Many Personality means that basically I have a lot of different styles, and I didn't want to basically subject myself to one. Right. So there's a little something for everybody.
So if people want to check it out, how do they find it?
All over youtube.com/TheRealSMP, the being spelled THA. Same thing for Twitter, twitter.com/TheRealSMP, THA. TheRealSMP.bandcamp.com is where I'm going to be selling it. It'll be on iTunes, iTunes.com/TheRealSMP. You can check me out on my Facebook page, facebook.com/THAREALSMP. And yeah, that's where you'll find everything.
Well, good luck with the party tonight, and keep Cornwall strong.
Thanks a lot, Cornwall. Check it out, SMP.